What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Imperfect Action Show. I'm your guy, it's Brendan Boydie, and you already know it's August 1st. So that means there's 5 months left in the year. August, September, October, November, December, and then we're in 2023. So you still have time to hit your goals. You still have time to get to the bag. You still have time to change your situation. So before we get into it, I want to let you know this episode is sponsored by the Imperfect Action Con coming up August 19th and 20th. You definitely do not want to miss this conference because it's going all the way up, right? I'm gonna just be honest. It's going all the way up. So there's gonna be a link below, so you can grab a link to so you can grab tickets to the conference and get in a room of multiple 6, 7, 8-figure earners, so you can learn something and ultimately change your situation. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna send out a link to my community. So if you're in the community, you're literally going to be able to know if the latest news, the latest moves, you know what I'm saying? So I honestly, if I wasn't running the community, I would get in the community 100%. So anyway, if you want to join the community, 213-410-4920. That's 213-410-4920. Text the word action, and you can tap in there. So I'm going to send a link out to them right now so they know that we're on and popping, and then we're about to get into it. Better budgeting strategies. We are live. Okay. All right, guys. Boom. I just sent that out. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about better budgeting strategies. So what I realized is that there's just certain areas in your life where you know that you're not the best at. You know that if you improve certain areas of your life would drastically change. And you have been moving around with a certain cachet of just doing things just above brow, right? Or just like enough to get by, that it's been working, but it ain't been working. And all you guys know what that is. You all know what that is. It's something that's been working. It's cool. It could be way better, but we just haven't put that much time and effort into it. So for me, I'm gonna lead from the front. So for me, it's been budgeting. Like, I'm good at budgeting, but I'm not the best. I'm not the greatest. Like, I can be way better. Like, you know what I'm saying? And ever since I told myself that I'm going to be a multimillionaire, I realized that becoming a multimillionaire means I got to change a lot of my current habits. Even though I'm improving myself every single day, there's still some areas that I can be way better at. And I realized budgeting is one of these areas. So I picked two great books that I'm gonna be sharing with y'all in the coming days, and one of them I already read, so I'm rereading it. I added another one, and then basically what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna improve, and then you're gonna improve in real time because I'm gonna be sharing these gems with you. So on today's episode, I just want to share the first 5, right, budgeting strategies that I feel like can help everyone set up their situation. So, any questions you have, drop them in the chat. Any comments you have, drop them in the chat. But we got 5 months left, people. So it's enough time for us to hit our goals, shatter our goals, and change into the person that we really want to be. Now, I'm trying to tell you, 30, 60, 90 days of like full, well, not 30. 90, I would say 90 plus days, 3 to 6 months of dedicated discipline, focused time on the things that you really, really want will completely change your situation. So I'm talking about by January, February of 2023, I'm going to be operating at the highest level, or the highest level I'm going to be operating at the highest level I've ever operated at, and I want you to do the same thing. All right, so let's get into it, okay? I took my notes. These are fresh. So number 1 is going to be budget building. That's number 1. So when we talk about budget building, we're talking about first you need to identify everything that's going out. You need to identify everything that's literally going out. What are you paying for, right? What am I spending money on? And then you also need to identify what's the money coming in. Now let's focus on the money that's going out. Now the money that's going out, two cheat codes for you to do is if you download this app called Truebill. I think I have it on my phone right now. What Truebill is going to do, Truebill is going to, this is it right here. Truebill is going to outline, so you get Truebill and you set it up. Truebill is going to outline exactly where transactions are coming from out of your account. So you can literally see it. That's number one. Number two, what you want to do is if you go on your phone and you go to, let me find it. Go to the App Store, right? And when you're in the App Store, let me do it right now. Go to the App Store. And when you're in the App Store, you can hit on, my phone's so slow, y'all. So you can hit on subscription. So you're in the App Store, right? Bang. You hit the little top right to your profile, then subscription will come up. This is a great one. Subscriptions will tell you all of the apps that you're currently subscribed to. And you can cancel all of the apps that you're not even using that may be taking $3, $4, $5. You pay $20 for the year, whatever. You can cancel those immediately. I actually made a post about it previously. And then all of a sudden you got an extra 30, 40, 50 bucks a month. So in my case, I noticed that annually I had about $120 going out of apps that I wasn't even using anymore. So now I got an extra $120 a month that's just available. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would do those two things. So you want to identify all the money that's going out. Chandra, what's up? Identify all the money that's going out. You want to identify all the money that's coming in. Super clear. And once you do that, you now want to look at your subscriptions and get rid of any subscription that ain't working for you. Now, once you do that, the next thing that you want to do is that you want to automate the bills. Okay? You want to automate your bills. This is all in budget building. And if you want access to this list, just let me know in the chat. You want to automate your bills. Right? So number one is budget building. You want to automate your bills after you identify what's going in and what's going out. Automate your bills. Another thing that you want to do, you want to have necessary bank accounts or checking or savings account for the specific details. You know what I'm saying? For the specific details. So for instance, let's say this is all checking account money for the debit, right? So boom, it's all gonna go in this bank account. But then let's say you have another bank account. Juber, what's up, bro? I don't know why I keep saying Jubair, what's up, bro? Annette, what's going on? Let's say you have another bank account, right? And that bank account is going to be only for bills. Like you have one that's going to be for bills. You have another one that's going to be for extra, just money that you're going to have, right? Then you're going to have another one for literally savings, and then maybe you're going to have one for investing. So you want to make sure you have different accounts for the different purposes, right? Some of us are only operating on one account for everything. I've done that when I was younger. I've done that through college, and I learned that you need to have separate accounts for separate things, right? It took me a little bit to learn that, right? Number two, you want to save. So we're not talking about Dave Ramsey save, right? We're talking about saving with intention, right? So what does that mean? I want you guys to identify your number. I'm looking right at my notes right here. Identify your number. So how much money do you need to generate for you to operate the business of Chandra? How much money do you need to generate for you to operate the business of Annette? How much money do you need to generate for you to operate the business of Gilbert, right? And that's going to be all the expenses, covering expenses, covering entertainment, covering food, travel, whatever. Let's say that just comes out to like $5K. Cool. Now, if you add in insurance, expenses, and everything, let's say all that goes up to 8K. You're like, okay, for me to actually be good in a month, run everything, be comfortable, and have some saving and some money for investing, I need to bring in like 8K. Okay, cool. Now, what I want you to do, since you have that number, I want you to multiply that number by 3. So that 3 times 8 is 24,000, right? I think my math is right. 8,000 times 3. Yeah, 24,000, right? And that 24,000 is going to be 3 months of your essential household expenses. So now you're starting to build a little reserve. So your next focus is going to be, and actually do me a favor, if you feel like this live would be valuable to somebody, share this out with 3 or 4 people right now and comment the word done if you're done, right? Share it out with 3 or 4 people, comment the word done. We're talking about budgeting strategies part 1. I'm going to do another part 2 on this. Right, again, all right. So save. Figure out how much money you need to bring in to take care of bills, how much for leisure, how much for entertainment, how much for travel, how much for investing. So you have that number, right? We're using the number 8K. So we have that number 8K, covers everything. I want you to focus on multiplying that by 3. So in this case, it's 24. We're going to fast track to the 24. Now that we know we need to get $24,000, it's going to take care of 3 months of reserves. 24K, right? So that's number 2, save. So number 3 is going to be, let me see. You want to get a clear picture of debt. So number 3, what do we owe? What do you owe? Who do you owe? What do you owe? What do you owe and who do you owe? You want to get that down super clear. So if you owe somebody $100, $600, $1,000, if you have a student loan, if personal loan, whatever, car loan, what's the debt? Now that we have the debt, vendor amount, due date for all of them, right? And then we want to prioritize. We want to prioritize the debt. So some people say pay the biggest things down first and then go down. I like to say pay off the smaller things first, because I think if you pay off the smaller things first, unless you have some critical things that are larger that you just need to take care of ASAP. If you knock off the smaller things first, it actually does something mentally where it gives you a sense of accomplishment in real time. So let's say you got 4 debts. One's 250, one's 1,000, one's 2,500, and one's 10K. Well, you can knock off the 250 maybe this week, maybe next week. Boom. So now you only got 3 things left. That looks way better. That looks like accomplishment to me. So that makes me feel like it's going to keep me with the momentum, right? And then you knock off the next one, which is 500, and the next one, which is 1,000. You're left with the 10K. Now the debt's gone, right? So number 3 is going to be, you want to get a clear picture of the debt, all right? We're only going to do 5 today. So I got 2 more. Number 4 is going to be, if you don't know, some people don't know, look up your credit score. What is your credit score today? Or when's the last time you looked at your credit score? Right? So number 3 is get clear picture of debt. Number 3, get a clear picture of debt. And then number 4, let me actually fix this. Look at your credit score. Okay. And report. So what's good about this is if you're looking at your credit score and your credit report, you're going to get a really clear idea of, okay, what's my score right now? What's on my report? What do I need to pay off, eliminate, take off, get removed? What do I need to spend some time on? Which is going to help you get a more clear picture of how to go to that next level, right? You want to get a clear look at your credit score and your report and really analyze that. If you're not sure what it needs to look like, I would consult a credit professional, because it's not always about the score. It's about the profile. The profile is the most powerful thing to position you to get to the next level or just give you access, okay? Number 5 is going to be, this is one of my favorites, learn to earn. Okay, so what's good about number 5 is that, I said this a few times, There's something that you do that's great, something that you do that comes easy, something that you do that's effortless, something that you do that you just discard because it comes so easy to you, and you can clearly identify and monetize that. So I want you to make a list of the things that you do that comes super easy, and make a list of the things that people come to you for and call you about, because you can monetize that thing. Also, if that's kind of foggy for you, another way to look at it is two things. So I'm gonna just put them down here. So A would be what comes easy and natural for you. People always come to you for. So that's a way to look at learn to earn. B is what is a problem in the marketplace that you can solve. So what's a problem in the marketplace so number one, well, 5A is what comes easy and natural for you. People always come to you for. You could potentially monetize that. B would be what's a problem in the marketplace you can solve? What's something that you hear, witness, or experience that you know what? This can be better, and I think I can be the one to improve it, right? And then C is what is an area in your life right now that you can improve, and you know that you are weak in it. That's C. What's the area in life right now that you can improve and you know that you're weak in it? Because this is something that in real time, as you study, as you learn, as you invest to get better at it, you can teach somebody else while you're learning. Because if you got a problem with it, a lot of other people got a problem with it. So those are three different ways that you can monetize learn to earn. What happens when you learn to earn? You uncover side hustle potential. You uncover a potential new business. You think about what you value and what you can actually bring to the marketplace. And then lastly, you develop an action plan of what you can actually do next. Because what you want to do is we want to get to that 24K. We want to get to the spot fast that we can earn that 3-month reserve, because that 3-month reserve is going to give us a cushion, and we need that cushion. And it makes you think. It literally makes you think. So let's recap. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat so I can spend some time on them. Let's get to it. All right. So number one, budget building, right? You want to identify what's leaving, what's coming, and get rid of subscriptions that are just taking and draining your account, unbeknownst to you, because you don't even use those anymore. Once you do that, we want to automate the bills so they just come out. But we also want to create different account buckets. I'm going to save, I'm going to invest. This is the bills. This is everyday bread, right? That's budget building. Number two, save. So that's calculating how much money you need to operate your personal business, like your life. Look at yourself as a business. How much money do you need to operate that? And then calculate everything in there and then multiply that by 3, because that's going to be our target number. That's going to give us our first emergency fund, okay? Number 3, get a clear picture of debt. Do you owe any individuals? Do you owe any businesses? Personal loans? What is that? And then I would put those in a list of smallest to largest. In my particular strategy, we knock out the smallest first, because as you're seeing the small ones get knocked out, you're left with less and less debt, and it actually looks like you're getting rid of the debt faster, as opposed to putting some here, putting some here, putting some here, putting some here. I would just get rid of the smallest and go on to the next and go on to the next and go on to the next. It actually psychologically makes you feel like you're making progress. Number 4, look at your credit score and your credit report. Because you need to know where you are and what you need to do and where you're going. But you can't know that if you're not looking at what the hell's going on. Some of us may need a new revolving account. Some of us might not even have bad credit. But if we added some positive credit accounts, that might improve the score and improve the profile. So it's not necessarily like you're in a bad situation. You may not have a full mix to actually allow yourself to get access to more capital, funding, or just look better, in the eyes of creditors. Number 5, learn to earn. So there's 3 different ways you can do this, but ultimately learning to earning just means that you want to put yourself in an advantageous position to earn money fast or money faster, right? So you can get that reserve built up. And 3 ways you can look at that is identifying what comes easy and natural for you. What do people always come to you for? Because I think that people always come to you for, that's an option that you can monetize. Number 2, or B, is what problem exists in the marketplace right now that you can solve, right? That you see that it could be an improvement and you could be the one that can improve it. And C is what is the area in your life right now that you can improve, that you're weak in? Because by improving one of your weaknesses, you will actually be putting yourself in a position to improve other people's weaknesses. You can monetize that. And you can literally start earning while you're learning with that and with all of these things. So I'm doing this because I know for me, budgeting is cool, but I can get better. So I'm literally about to turn myself into like the illest budgeter, like for real, for real. And I want to take you guys along this journey, and I want to share with you guys some strategies and techniques to help you become better at money managing, budgeting, finding different areas to generate income, and also create revenue to invest or save for whatever you want to save it for, and things like this. So there's 10 of them. This is just the top 5. And yeah, these are the things that we're gonna start really spending some time on. So I don't see no questions in the chat, so I assume you guys, this is straightforward for the people that are attending. Share this video out with someone that could benefit from it, especially later. Super important. And if you guys have any questions, drop in the chat, but I don't see any questions, so I'm gonna assume that you're good. All right, so that's today's episode of the Imperfect Action Show. Budget strategies part 1. We're gonna get into part 2 probably later on in the week, and I'm gonna have some more guests on. But before we leave, what I wanted to do is I got some of my affirmation cards right here. These are the affirm cards. So I'm gonna pull a random card, and I'm gonna send everybody off with a random affirmation. Okay. I have not looked at these, so see, I ain't looking at the cards, so I'm just pulling. I am full of energy and enthusiasm. Cool. So that's what you guys should be bringing to the marketplace today. That's what you should be doing all day long, is making sure that you are full of energy and enthusiasm, because it will vibrate and affect other people. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow on another episode of the Imperfect Action Show. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the energy that you give. Thank you for your love and all of that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's go.